Let's talk about how glycolysis starts the process of cellular respiration. To break down the word glycolysis, glyco means sugar and lysis means to break. Glycolysis is the first step of cellular respiration, and it occurs in the cytoplasm because it evolved before cells had mitochondria. Now, it's important to remember that this process is also anaerobic. That's again because when this evolved, there wasn't enough oxygen in the atmosphere to really matter. And glycolysis occurs in most living things because it evolved very early on in life history. Glycolysis is the breakdown of glucose, which is a 6-carbon molecule, into 2 pyruvate molecules, which are each 3 carbons. As you can see in our illustration here, glucose is broken down into 2 of these pyruvate molecules. And there's a lot of different enzymes and reactions that occur in glycolysis, but basically this step starts the breakdown of sugar. And it's also important to remember that we're not losing any carbon in this step. So here are the 2 main steps of glycolysis. And I'll get out of the way if you want to take notes on these. But basically the 2 steps are the energy investment step and the energy harvesting step. I always relate this to my kids that if you want to make money, you have to spend money. So during that energy investment step, 2 ATP are going to be used up to add phosphate groups to glucose. Glucose then will go through a reaction and break down into 2 G3P molecules. Each of these G3P molecules has 3 carbons. So we've already used up 2 ATP. But during the energy harvesting step, we are going to make 4 ATP. And we're also going to make one of these NADHs per pyruvate, which means we're going to make 2 of these NADHs in total. Like I said, 2 of these ATPs are going to be produced per G3P. We have to double that because there's 2 G3Ps. This is what those 2 steps look like. This is your energy investment step. This is where glucose is phosphorylated by 2 ATP. It's then broken down into 2 of these G3P molecules. This is your energy harvesting step. Each G3P will be converted into a pyruvate, making 2 ATP and an NADH. But remember, we have 2 of these, so this process here occurs twice. So our end products for glycolysis are 2 3-carbon pyruvate molecules, 2 NADH molecules, and a net total of 2 ATP. The NADH molecules are going to go to the electron transport chain later on in cellular respiration. Pyruvate molecules are then going to go to the next step, which is called the prep step.